Okay. Short people. Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon if you are joining us in virtual land. Good afternoon to the people here in Heroes Park. I see Delia Dola out there, and I want to say a special good afternoon. Hi, Delia. Madam P.S., I know you told me not to call you, but I must say good afternoon. It's so nice to see you. Um, it's been really good to see our government officials attending these events to celebrate Nobel Laureate Week. So, um, you know, when we in the creative industry see government people coming out, we are happy. So we always have to say a special good afternoon and thank you so much. Welcome to Ati Pawòl Kwéyòl. Ati Pawòl Kwéyòl forms part this year of our Chante Kwéyòl Festival, which will be held in March to celebrate Francophonie Day. The Kwéyòl language, and when I say language, I want us to understand that Kwéyòl is a language. It is not a dialect, it is a language. It's a language that is special to us in St. Lucia and to many countries around the world. In fact, I was doing some research some time ago, and I was very pleased to learn that Kwéyòl is actually one of the most spoken languages in the world. And that is not so much per nation, but in terms of people, the population of people who speak Kwéyòl, we are a huge part of what forms the population of the world. So it is a language. It is a beautiful language. It is colorful. It is expressive. Um, and I often tell people, you speak English and there's nothing to it. It sounds so plain and blah. But when you say the thing in Kwéyòl, it takes on a different vibe, a different meaning. And so this is what happens when we decided that we wanted to add on to Chante Kwéyòl, which started in 2012 and is now a Kwéyòl song competition. But we wanted to add different areas to it. And what better time than in the month of January when we celebrate excellence in St. Lucia and we celebrate our two Nobel laureates. We speak of them often, and in the creative world, we often speak only of Sir Derek Walcott. In his writings, he was very particular with our Kwéyòl. There is a number of Kwéyòl phrases, and he often spoke of the Creolism and the Creolness of living and of life and of language. And so as we celebrate Nobel Laureate Week, with this Nobel Laureate Festival, and let me stop saying week. I've become so used to saying week because it was just a week for so long. It's now a festival that runs all into February. And so as we celebrate Nobel Laureates, our two Nobel Laureates, we want to take time to appreciate the language that is ours. And so, Ati Pawòl Kwéyòl this afternoon will feature 5 poets who have written original pieces and will be presenting that to you in virtual world and here. So don't think that you are just going to be sitting there and doing nothing. There is a People's Choice Award this afternoon. It is a cash award of $500. And so if you are out there in the virtual space and you are watching us and following us, please, after you have seen the performances, we urge you to like, love, so that we will be able to award our People's Choice at the end of the program this afternoon. So you are at home, and we are going to be monitoring the likes and the loves, and so we can choose our People's Choice and give our People's Choice Award at the end of the afternoon. I think I have spoken too much right now. You did not come here to hear me or see me. So we are going to go right into our performance time. And first up, we'll have Miss Paulina Murray doing a piece called A Bel Pays. A Bel Pays, Paulina Murray at number 1. Please help me welcome Paulina.
un bel pays. Hélène, 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 chez moi qui bat tambour, parce que cette ici, c'est un pays qui dure. Pas moi qui danse compte, comme moi qui parle avec autres, parce que cette ici, c'est un pays qui belle. Et ce n'est pas seulement un voix, mais regardez femmes là, des belles pitons magnifiques, des fois lauréates prix Nobel, héritage Kwéyòl, et c'est yon pawadi. Maman est là, chez moi, quoi avec tout koy, that cette ici, c'est plus belle femme à la teya. C'est Hiranoa, cette ici. C'est Jaco, cette ici. Plus belle femme à la teya, cette ici. Tourist destination qui plus belle. That is where I want to go. Cette ici. Oui, et belle. Les enfants travaillent wed et qui bien respectés en toute la teya. Maman il a moi dit cette ici, c'est un pays qui belle. Merci.
Thank you, Paulina. Climb up on the bench. Yes, 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 the short jokes are here. I have absolutely no issue with being short, okay? I am short of nothing, okay? All right. Thank you so much, Paulina. A bel pays. So what I did not say a little earlier on was that there is an actual theme to pawòl Kwéyòl. So the artists were actually asked to write on the topic. The topic is Belté Sedlisi. Thank you. Belté Sedlisi. Let me tell you, I can understand the Creole, but I cannot speak it. So I try not to embarrass myself by speaking it, okay? So at number 2, we are going to call on Alceste Ismail. Her piece is entitled Bienvenue à cette lycée. Bienvenue à cette lycée, Alceste Ismail. And remember, you at home, out in virtual world, we are voting. So let us know who you like, who you love.
Bienvenue à Saint-Lucie. Nom qui ont été passés à résister, j'ai été touché. Mouté, descend, mon lit. Là, tout peigno qu'a jéwi qu'on nomme qu'a joint assez plaisir en belté Saint-Lucie. Vini. Vini garder, garde et protéger, mais pas faire malheur, faire le ouais gourmet. Français et puis béché pour un petit morceau témoin pour éclamer un paradis, pour éclamer toute cette ici. Vini, ouais, mais point garde ou glisser, tomber à terre, puis ça bat mon ligne en sous, koglo, kakoulé, kakoui, qu'a fait lauvière à sous la terre. Vini. Vini apprécier belté en la paix. Apprécier manière lauvière qu'a couru entrer en la mer ouvert la mer. Apprécier manière l'amio qu'a entrer mêlé qu'a fait l'homme, qui qu'a caressé, qui qu'a calmé nom qui ont été, qui passe à résister, j'ai garde et protéger la paix. Vini ouais, vini garder, vini apprécier belleté. Merci.
Moi, ka apprécier belleté. Of course, I am appreciating the beauty. And if you are appreciating the beauty at home right now, you are joining us from Heroes Park. Heroes Park is that green space right before the Sanssouci Bridge. And I'm not sure what you can see right now, but Belté, c'est blague. Regardez, pied bois. I'm doing well, right? Not bite my tongue, let me know. Huh? Pied bois, la mer. Regardez-moi. Belté, c'est ici. Femme Kwéyòl. C'est belle, huh? Yes, so we are at number 3. And at number 3 this afternoon, we have the only gentleman amongst us. And as gentlemen will have it, he's young, he's a student at Sir Arthur. I am so happy when I see our students take a pride in our language and in our Kwéyòl art forms. So help me welcome Mr. Callum James at number 3. Callum, I'm so sorry. Callum James at number 3 doing a piece called Femme.
Go by.
Down. Up. Right. Perfect. Femme la garde jolie et doux qu'on bon mon go parle. Moi garde femme là qui dit moi. Qui manière ou ka gouyen comme ça? Moi dis pas pour joli que le soleil ka coucher 6 heures après-midi, mais c'est ou ka fait moi senti comme moi bien, qu'on fiction pour aller l'église de bon matin. Mais tant ça, un jour maintenant bagaille li dit moi. Moi c'est un homme qui aime préparer, mais femme là ni un homme qui veut ranger et que Jacques connaît. Pièce non pas veut pour séparer. Moi c'est un chien moi. Moi ni pour dire c'est différent. Pour chebe femme ça qui ka rester au lion. Plus bon est moi tien yo teni a bagay yo ka kouye Henry segment qui ka jouer au lion. So moi dit aïe papa. Mi femme la ka danser par rasta. Là moi il mate comme ça. Et qui dit moi vini pour me moucher ou ça moi ça fait. Moi dit oh, si ou pas garder ko bien na mettre tout ni. Le moi comme teni, il a dit moi. Oui mais plus vite. Moi dit aïe papa. Mamoun qui aime manger pasta moi mais pas ça parler les femmes ka danser. Ma pièce pas la pata. Il dit boy aïe aïe aïe. Moi dit mati mamai ek mani ago kai. Mais manye ou ka senti ça ou ça moi ni ago bagay. Il dit haile non pas aimer ti mamai. Il dit pas aimer les noms kaele. Et là, moi juste dit ti fi ma body et ma ka supporter les femmes viennent pour danser et yo viennent pour parler. Moi dit comme ça. Moi laisser moi pour mettre chez au content et que place. Et quand un homme ça qui ga ba au kon, na manger ici et manger quand ici un choupon. Et là nous ka ouais qui nomme ça c'est nom. Ah ouais.
Hot ça? Est-ce ça? Moi-même la ka koute, mais pawòl parler. En chay pawòl parler. Ces femmes là, Thank you, Callum. Did I get it right? At last, I got it right. Callum James, doing something called Femme. And like I was saying earlier on, I am particularly happy that Callum is here with us this afternoon. Sir Arthur has brought in a Kwéyòl speaking program, I think, at the school, and I know that they have been doing a number of activities since they started this Kwéyòl course up there. So I am particularly happy. When I heard that, I smiled, I think, from ear to ear, and I smiled the entire day that they were doing. There was this workshop that was happening, and I just kept on. I was sitting in my office following everything and thinking, at last, our language is getting some special attention, and we are now at our premium educational establishment. Kwéyòl is there, is right there, and so we know that we are moving, and our language is in the middle of everything. So, Callum, I am so very happy. Callum, I'll get it right. Cal Callum, oui, Callum, okay. Yeah, so at number 4, we have Liz Faisal Philip, and Liz will be doing a piece called Soleil Sainte Hélène. Soleil Sainte Hélène. Liz Faisal Philip. Help me welcome her, please. Sorry?
Yeah, no problem. Okay.
Yeah.
Bonjour, Mama Ilakai. Soleil Sainte Hélène. Soleil levé ka fan ciel, ka bat à sous l'envier, à sous glo la mer, à sous wash, à sous détété, yon petit et puis yon go. Nom passa un décoyo les bouches commencé la jéglo. Belté Sainte Hélène, c'est un wis pour touristes, quand yon goûté, les autres, comme dépli. Hélène ou fait tout moun addicté. Depuis ou on tue, l'année on siwo qui ka chebe, qui ka hedi ou viwe ou ni on glo qui sikwe. On patate chaud qui ka bien mangé, la babade lay bien chauffé, ka fait nom hausse pied, ka fait lang yo filé et puis zie yo klewe. Panillon qui j'alleve en soleil Sainte Hélène, qui pa vle baigner en glo souffle tous les jours, a mise quoi en tout croisse l'essence doux. Panillon qui peut presse à les fouler, catchile résister, belté Hélène nous. En place qui vaut plaire en l'amour. Panidze qu'on ou, on dit fait jaune qui spécial, qui levé à un pays qui libéral. Moi assis ou pas kay garder pour un jabal parce que un jal sala ou peut joindre tout jeté pour libérer cheo et jewi tout mal. Vini tout monde, expérience en place ou pas paix oublié. Vini ouais, boire, manger et puis goûter, boire pain et glamouri, poule et diwi, di te kako, glokoko, fawin et zaboka et puis plaisir l'autre plat. Pas quitter la vie au passé. Manger tout ça ou peut joindre à dans yon seule place côté soleil levé ka bat à sous dos pour faire la peau garder lisse et puis jeune. Vini expérience Soleil Sainte Hélène. Merci.
Soleil Sainte Hélène. Let me tell you, I've learned a number of phrases. I have to go back and watch everything carefully so that I can say it properly. Because like I said, I am not going to embarrass myself and try to say anything that I cannot say properly. But I am learning this afternoon. There are so many expressions, and it is so wonderful to hear St. Lucia described in all of these words. Like I said, the Kwéyòl language is so very different to English. You know, you say, this is really pretty, this is nice. But when you say, Sa belle mamaila, it has a different flavor. It adds something so different to it. So, Liz Faisal Philip, Soleil Sainte Hélène. Beautiful piece. So we go on to number 5, and of course I will say again to those who are watching us on the virtual platform, we are going to be awarding a People's Choice this afternoon. So I will ask that you you know, keep the likes going, the likes, the loves, so that we can award our People's Choice at the end of this afternoon. We move on to number 5, doing a piece called Sham. Sham. Sham as in the charm of St. Lucia. Sham. Miss Hyacinth Doleon will do a piece now called Sham.
Bon, moi sorti à des tests scène des quatre. Et avant de commencer après-midi, moi ni pour ba ou côté scène. Moi ni pour ba ou. Monsieur, Mama yadi wai. Moi ka ba ou côté scène avant de commencer. Mama yadi wai. Right. Yeah, so.
So we just had a technical difficulty, just stand by.
So we are at Heroes Park, and we're so sorry we're having a little technical difficulty right now, but we are in Heroes Park. And for those of you again who do not know where Heroes Park is, I'm trying to span on my live, but Heroes Park is that green space right before the Sasusi Bridge. It's a beautiful little space. It is quiet, tranquil, and from here you actually have a panoramic view of the Castries Harbor. So in the harbor right now, there are actually 2 cruise vessels. And if you span around Point Serapis, you also get to see the pyramid. Everybody calls it the pyramid, but it's the Alias Française headquarters. And also on my right, there is the fishing area. So our fishers in Castries, their boats come in on that side there. So this is actually a very tranquil area. It's beautiful. And again, we are this afternoon doing a pawòl Kwéyòl that speaks to Belté Saint-Lucie. Équipe primaire place pour montrer Belté Saint-Lucie, but where we are right now in Heroes Park. Heroes Park, incidentally, so named because there was supposed to be a monument built in here in honor of our heroes in St. Lucia. That has not happened. We are going to keep pushing until it actually happens. Many, many years ago, there was a monument that had been commissioned, but nothing came out of it. And I know designs were sent in by the St. Thomas at that time, but nothing has come out of it as yet. But we are going to keep pushing, and hopefully one day that monument will be built right in this space here, and it will actually be our Heroes Park. Jerry, are we ready? So we go back to Miss Doleon, Hyacinth Doleon, doing a piece called Sham.
Sham. À sous la terre, million place, à Belté, et pas pièce croisse. Tout monde qui veut te voir à l'œil, oblige à catcher le Fijay bel kolalin kiplen, detetei dobo duet kopichet, akwe di se siol yo ka jwen.
Yon bel tiwe pou anboase, soulagement pou maltet ek chekase. Hanj gwan ek confortable pou coucher, ka invite tout pou chauffer. Yon sel kout dase, ek la ou kayouete. Depi ou goutei, se la kou poui, kom mam l'église, ka suiv pouet pou l'ostui. Pas, beltei ka vegle, si las li ka kouyew, kiltei ka tchebe, manjei ka mawew. Ka fe nom jalou ek fache, yon a lot yo ka fwape, pas yo jwen gopwel ek chagwe, pou la mouy yo ka goume. Fami yo ka neglije, ek madame la yo ni pou dingole. Abway ni telma plezi, Puezans li ka fe, jikwa ped l'esprit, ek wanyo bazoudi. Tout lote doucey ka fe yo oublié, te kolan kodachine ka fascine. Nom ki aveg, i ka bayklati, sa ki ped, i ka sauve. Oui, tel natal sa la se samwe. Ek pièce lot, maka chase twen. Pas, beltei ka vegle, silans li ka kouye, kiltei ka tchebe, manjei ka mawe, doucei ka chame. Cham.
Samuel bless up, please.
Sorry.
Samuel bless up, c'est qui moun ki trape chame après-midi a. Parce que moun trape chame, obligé. Chame cette ici. So, Hyacinth spoke of the charming nature of St. Lucia. Paulina spoke about the beauty of St. Lucia. I'm not even going to try to say your first name, okay, and embarrass myself again. Mr. James spoke about our beautiful women. And then we heard about Soleil St. Helen, but Soleil St. Helen was not just about the sun, it was about so many aspects of St. Lucia. That brings us to the end of our competition. So again, remember that this is about people's choice. So all of you who are sitting here has a vote as well. So I'm waiting to see what's going to happen with the people here. Don't worry, we'll do it silently. I'm going to pass around and give you a little pieces of papers in a while. And then we're also going to go on our platform and find out on our platform who voted. And hopefully we will be able to award our People's Choice by the end of this evening. Yeah? That's the whole purpose, that we will be able to award our People's Choice by the end of this evening. But that is not the end of the competition. We also invited our participants to submit their pieces, their written pieces, and that is going to be adjudicated, and that award is going to be done by Wednesday of this week coming. So there are two aspects to the competition. There was the performance, the spoken word this afternoon, which we will do on the People's Choice platform, and there will be an award for the written piece that was sent in. There will be an award for that, and that will be adjudicated, and the results of that will be made available to everybody on Wednesday this week. I'm not sure what date that is, but on Wednesday we will be broadcasting, and we will be getting in touch with you as to who won the written piece. And for this afternoon, we are going to go back on our platform in a little while, and to you who are here with us in Heroes Park, and choose our the poem, the piece that we thought was the best for the afternoon, that really spoke to Belté Saint Lucie, and we are going to award that performer this afternoon with a cash prize of $500. So give us a minute, we'll come back to you in a little while. Okay, so this is where we would like to be a little interactive. If you would like to make a comment about what happened this afternoon or a comment on anything at all, you are free to do so. There is an extra microphone on the chair over there. We would love to hear from you. I would love to hear from you as to what you thought of what happened this afternoon, so that we can always improve. Actually, I had a challenge. But I figure we might not do justice to it. I wanted us to see if we could actually translate into Creole one of Derek Walcott's really popular phrases, not the poem, but the phrase. There's a phrase that, a short piece where he says, the love that puts together, that puts back, I'm going not word to word now, but he speaks to breaking a vase and putting it back together. And the love that puts it back together is stronger than what it took to break the vase apart. And every time I hear that and I think of it, I am always entranced, and I think, you know, life is about struggle, it's about getting things, it's about so many things. And for some of us, especially those of us in the creative sector, it is often a struggle, a really difficult struggle, and I don't think people understand. And if it was a struggle before COVID came, COVID coming in has made it even worse. Just imagine, yesterday I was reading a piece written by one of the producers in Trinidad, and he was speaking to, and he said, just imagine for 2 years you have not had a salary, because over the last 2 years, events have disappeared, and you're no longer allowed to have an event. There's no carnival, there's no production that you can go to and charge $1 for. So all of these people have been without salaries for the last 2 years. And as we speak now, we're still not even close to getting back to that level of normalcy. So we have had people in our industry who are virtually penniless right now. A lot of them have gone through all of their savings. And so every time I think of that, I think that we have been really broken. COVID has broken us around the world. It has broken everything that we knew as normal. And we are now putting the pieces back together. And how we put the pieces back together, the love that we attach to putting the pieces back together, will really speak to the nation that we become after COVID has left us. Not that I think COVID is going to leave us. I think COVID is going to be around for a while. And so at some point in time, we're going to have to learn to deal with it one way or the other. But the love that we will have to use, the care and the understanding that we will have to use to put everything back together is really going to test us and decide on what sort of nation we become after we have gone through this pandemic, who we are and what we are doing. So again, I would like to invite you to share with us. The microphone is over on the chair. I am going to disappear from here. I have spoken too much for the afternoon, but I really would like to hear from you. So if you would like to, make a comment, give a word of encouragement to our artists this afternoon. It takes a lot. The easiest thing to do sometimes is to write, but to write and perform, it takes a lot. So if you would just, at least a word of encouragement to our young people this afternoon, that too will be appreciated. So the microphone is over there. Please, can we hear from you? Thank you so much.
On behalf of the Nobel Art Festival Committee, I'm so happy to see you here. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Carrie and your team. I also wanted to say that I'm so happy to see so many young people here. I think we underestimate the value of Creole and the language. I wasn't as fortunate as everyone here to grow up with it, although I was born in London, but my parents are from St. Lucia. My mother's from Lafayette in Suffolk, Shazara, I should say, my father's from Denmark. But being born in the UK, it was not something that I heard very often unless we were all together with St. Lucians. And at the time, my father said to me that because it wasn't proper French, he didn't want us to learn it. But since then, he has admitted to me that that was one of the biggest mistakes he did with us by telling us that. I also want to let you know how important the Creole language is for the older people in society, especially those who are unwell. When people are unwell, especially if they suffer a disease like dementia, Alzheimer's, and all those different types of diseases, and even during the COVID pandemic, they actually rely on the Creole language. And when they cannot understand or even speak English anymore, somehow they get round to the Creole language. It gives them a lot of comfort. It reminds them of the days when they were actually happy. And sometimes they cry about it because, especially if their brain isn't functioning the same way, they think, oh, those are the days when I could express myself using the Creole language and people could understand me. And English is just not as important. So it's nice to see you all here. Please keep it coming. Keep the language, using the language at home. Keep learning how to do it or speak it the proper way, and be proud of it. Be very, very proud of it. And I'm really glad that it's being taught at this Arthur Lewis Community College. And I hope to see the growth of this event in the years to come. Thank you, Karen. And once again, thank you, everyone.
On the Nobel laureate. That was Miss Delia Dolo. She is actually the PR person on the Nobel Laureate Committee. And so I am very grateful to the Nobel Laureate Committee for actually embracing us when we came in and we said we want to include Kwéyòl in the activities for Nobel Laureate Week. She immediately came in and said, oh, that sounds so good, Karen. I remember she was the first person I asked, and she said, send it in, and I did, and the response was almost immediate. And I am really, really happy that we are able to be part of the Nobel Laureate Festival for this year, and I hope that this becomes a staple on the calendar of activities for Nobel Laureate Festival. So thank you so very much for your support. Remember, the microphone is over there, and I'm really waiting for you to speak, okay? Don't let me call you out by name.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I would like to say thank you to Karen for executing this competition. I must say that it would be a major challenge to vote for a winner. I think that all five did a fantastic job, from coming up with the idea to writing it to coming out and performing it. You did an excellent job, and whoever wins, congratulations, but each and every one of you certainly is a winner this evening. I'd like to mention also, quite briefly, that I am the Acting Outreach and Marketing Officer at UWE Open Campus St. Lucia, and we too are on board as it relates to promoting our Kwéyòl. So much so that last year we had a course called Conversational Kwéyòl, and we are hoping also to put it on again this year. And hopefully we could collaborate with some of, or if not, all 5 participants this evening. So once again, Karen and all participants, thank you very much. This was you did a fantastic job, and hopefully this will be an annual part of the activities. So I look forward to it taking place again. Thank you. Sigurthani Brian. Thank you.
Madame Fousseille, Saint-Lucien. Et même si vous c'est bon et bien, ce sont monde qui aime l'histoire. Simplicité, français, cette fois. Et nous pièce pas, j'ai l'anglité. Nous sommes qui s'infont ou pas, ouais. Yo dit, yo mobilisé. Tout yo fait pas laisser entrer. Langage à mon yo tout le côté. Ça yo mon yo pas apprécié. Et yo pas réalisé. Nous chaque cassé chaîne complet. Après ça, nous indépendants. On oublie toi qui sur le plan. Monsieur Soussé, yon Saint-Lucien. Et même Moussé, on Guadeloupéen. Ce sont monde qui aiment l'histoire. Simplicité, français, cette fois. Et nous pièce pas, j'ai l'Angleterre. Nous sommes Guadeloupéens, qu'on ou pas, ouais. Mais on parle la vérité, yo play après yo tous ces bourgeois. Yo parle nous parler pas toi. On compagnie ka quoi yo savant. Yo dit que yo c'est la ligne yo wan. J'y m'y appelé, tout le monde te suivre. Même ça fait yo ni pipi. Monsieur Soussé yon Saint-Lucien. Et même nous c'est en dominicain. Ce sont monde qui aiment l'histoire. Simplicité français cette fois. Et nous pièce pas Jean l'Angleterre. Son dominicain qu'on ou pas ouais. Et Kwéyòl c'est langue just a mess. Pour dire que ça lève avec Tinegwest. Yo papa y a mieux coupé. Pour y m'a la chavité. On compagnie pas ça espitier. Langage à mon yo blé imiter. Sous c'est un monde qui aime écouter. Ou pas que Kwéyòl peut sauver. Monsieur Soussé yon Saint-Lucien. Et même Moussé on maticien. Sous son monde qui aime l'histoire. Simplicité français c'est quoi. Et nous pièce pas Jean l'Angleterre. Son maticien qu'on ou pas ouais. Il a fait moins beaucoup la peine. Pour parce que tout le monde m'a joint. T'as parlé à d'ailleurs cette fois. Yo fait abandonner pas toi. Et il y a un bon de l'école. Qui va faire un morceau Kwéyòl. Yo vous mais yo pas ça depuis. Kwéyòl c'est la maman c'est ici. Madame Soussé yon Saint-Lucien. Et même Moussé on haïtien. Ce sont monde qui aiment l'histoire. Simplicité français cette fois. Et nous pièce pas j'ai l'Angleterre. Nous sommes haïtiens qu'on ou pas ouais. Saint-Lucien. Et même si où c'est on est bien. Ce sont monde qui aiment l'histoire. Pays nous dévoile ses efforts. Et nous pièce pas Jean l'Angleterre. C'est Saint-Lucien qu'on ou kawè. Misé sous c'est yon Saint-Lucien. Et même si où c'est on est bien. Ce sont monde qui aiment l'histoire. Pays nous dévoile ses efforts. Et nous pièce pas Jean l'Angleterre. C'est Saint-Lucien qu'on ou kawè.
voting is closed now. Thank you so much for taking part in this. We do have a winner. We have a winner, right, Richie? We do have a winner. Thank you so much for going on the platform and voting. We are closing right now. Richie, please check that we are okay. We have closed the voting. And so we do have a winner. Close. Very close.
Oh, y'all didn't vote.
Yes. So none of y'all went online to vote? Choops. Oh, wow. One vote, right, Richie? One vote between the two. Yes, so the difference is actually one vote between the first and second place. So Mr. James has won by one vote. So please, I'm trying to remember how to say the name. Calum. You see the same thing? Calum. Mr. Calum James, and the piece was called Fum. So Calum is our winner for this afternoon. Now I'm trying to multitask, so give me a minute and we're going to do a little presentation. There's a presentation. I actually have certificates of participation for every single person who took part this afternoon because I am just so happy that this happened. But by popular voting, our winner of the People's Choice Award this afternoon is Calum James.
So, thank you very much, Chante Kwéyòl, for even organizing this event. Thank you for the Nobel Laureate Festival. I didn't even know. Yes, thank you. Thank you to my mom. Thank you to Sean. Thank you to my brother. Thank you to everybody involved. Thank you to Evitas, Cornel, Brittany, Miguel, Shadri. Thank you to everybody. Yes, I'm overwhelmed with joy, and this is a very important moment for me in my life. So, thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yes. Are we looking good?
So, just to say thank you to everybody for actually taking part in this, and I would like to give you just a little token that will remind you that we did this today on the 22nd of January 2022 at pawòl Kwéyòl. This is the very, very first production of a pawòl Kwéyòl. And to say thank you to the 5 participants this afternoon, I would like to ask Ms. Delia Dolor to come help me give these certificates, please. And of course, Our first certificate will be awarded to Mr. Caleb James. Hyacinth Doleo. Hyacinth Doleo. Come. Liz Faisal Philip, thank you so much for being here this afternoon. Is Liz here? Okay. Miss Alces Ismail. I'm not sure that I'm even pronouncing your last name properly. Ismail. Miss Alces Ismail. Thank you so much. Miss Paulina Murray. Did we lose Liz? Thank you so much to our 5 participants this afternoon. I just have one more presentation today. Just give me 1 minute. So the prize is always important, right? The prize must happen. And I want to really say thank you to the Castries Constituency Council, who so graciously allowed us to use this beautiful space this afternoon, and to Fix Financial Investment and Consultancy, who were very happy to come on board with us and assist us in making sure that we had the finances that we needed for this. So I want to say thank you so very much to the two of them. Thank you again to the Nobel Laureate Committee for allowing us space in this prestigious event. And Callum, I know you're good. Callum, there you go. When we promise, we deliver. Congratulations. Congratulations. It's really been a nice afternoon. I look forward to doing this again. Thank you so much for taking part this afternoon. Thank you to our people online, our viewers online who stayed with us and this afternoon voted. Thank you so much for staying with us and for voting and for being part of this. We look forward to doing it again soon. From Heroes Park, I think we're signing off now, Richie? From Heroes Park, we're signing off now. Thank you so much for being a part of this afternoon. Goodbye from Chante Kwéyòl.